Be honest. Have you ever worried you're making the same English mistakes again and again?
You're not alone. Every learner makes mistakes. But the funny thing is, most people make the same three mistakes, no matter where they come from.
And here's the good news. Once you see these mistakes clearly, you can fix them fast.
So, in today's lesson, we'll talk about the three English mistakes that almost every learner makes and how you can avoid them.
By the end, you'll have practical strategies to stop repeating these errors, and you'll sound much more confident.
Welcome to English Zone, where real life English becomes simple.
Let's dive into mistake number 1. Learners try to translate directly from their language into English.
Exactly. You think in your first language, then try to change each word into English. But English doesn't always follow the same order or expressions.
For example, in some languages you might say, I have 25 years when talking about age. But in English, we say, I am 25 years old.
Another common example is with greetings. Some learners translate good appetite directly, but in English we say enjoy your meal.
So the fix is don't think word by word. Think in short English phrases. Instead of translating, I want that thing for cutting paper, just learn scissors.
And when you don't know a phrase, describe it simply. That's better than trying to force a direct translation that doesn't exist.
Mistake number 2, using too much grammar stress. Learners get stuck worrying about rules instead of speaking.
Yes, I've seen learners stop mid-sentence thinking, wait, should I use past perfect or past simple? And then the conversation dies.
Here's the truth. Natives often break grammar rules in casual speech. What matters is clarity, not perfection.
For example, you might say, yesterday I go to the store. Technically, it should be went, but the listener still understands you perfectly.
Of course, you want to improve accuracy, but in real life, don't freeze because of grammar. Keep speaking. Correct yourself later.
A simple trick, focus on the most common tenses first. Present simple, past simple, and future going to. With these three, you can handle 80% of conversations.
And every time you notice yourself hesitating about grammar, remind yourself, communication first, rules later.
Mistake number 3, being afraid of mistakes themselves.
This is the biggest one. Learners think, if I make a mistake, people will laugh at me. So they stay silent.
But silence is worse than mistakes because when you stay quiet, you don't improve.
And here's a secret. Even native speakers make mistakes. They forget words, they change sentences midway, they say and all the time.
Exactly. The goal of English is not perfection, it's connection. If you share your idea and the other person understands, you succeeded, even with small errors.
Let's give a short example. Imagine I say, he go to work yesterday. It's wrong, but Sophie still understands.
Of course, I know you mean he went to work yesterday. The meaning is clear.
And that's the point. Don't let fear stop you. Mistakes are part of the learning journey.
In fact, mistakes are teachers. Every time you make one, you discover what to improve.
So instead of thinking I failed, think I learned. That mindset changes everything.
Let's recap the 3 mistakes. Number 1, translating word by word. Fix it by learning phrases and describing simply.
Number 2, stressing too much about grammar. Fix it by focusing on communication first and using the main tenses.
Number 3, being afraid of mistakes themselves. Fix it by embracing them as part of learning.
And here's a bonus tip. Record yourself speaking English for 1 minute a day. When you listen, you'll notice small mistakes, but over time, you'll also notice progress.
That's a great way to see that mistakes aren't dangerous. They're just steps toward improvement.
Another practical trick, when you catch yourself making the same mistake, Write it down and practice the correct version 5 times. That repetition trains your brain to replace the old habit.
And remember, confidence is not the absence of mistakes. Confidence is continuing to speak even with mistakes.
Exactly. Think about children. They speak with many mistakes, but they don't stop. That's how they learn fast.
So don't wait for perfect English to start speaking. Start speaking, and your English will improve through practice.
To wrap up, remember the 3 mistakes every learner makes are translating directly, stressing over grammar, and being afraid of mistakes.
And the solutions are learn phrases, focus on communication, and see mistakes as teachers.
With this approach, your English will become clearer, faster, and much more confident.
Now it's your turn. In the comments, write one mistake you often make in English. Is it translating, grammar, or fear? Share it with us.
And don't forget to subscribe for more real-life English tips you can use right away.
Keep speaking, keep learning, and don't be afraid of the journey.
Daniel and Sophie,
See you next time.